I look much
way
better with my
before.
hair. No?
With your hair down. Yeah, you do. Okay, let's do it again.
Today it's a Monday, and I have a thesis to write. Today.
Welcome to Barbie and Trolls. Yay! Today we're very honored to have Dr. Stephanie Cadeddu with us.
Thank you!
Yay!
Yay, wine!
Yay! Finally, we're going to celebrate.
For the last time.
For the last time or before you leave Australia.
You have to drink when you're teen. French are very...
So how long have you been in Australia for now?
It would have been in February 8 years.
8 years. Is there one point where you think, I can't go on, I can't do this anymore, or I miss home?
The most difficult was at the end, because the first year I ran away from problems. So when I couldn't understand something, it was so hard to focus and read and fight to understand that sometimes I give up and I go out and see my friend or do a lot of sports, just avoid the problem. So the first year was quite easy in that sense. And then I obviously grew up through the process, and any deadline I would just sleep at uni, just push. But that was the hardest because it was a conflict in my head all the time.
That you must finish.
I must finish, but I don't feel like it, but no place for emotion, but I have to finish.
What helped you to actually focus?
And in the very end, nothing, just no life, no distraction.
Some say that doing a PhD is a very isolating process. Do you agree with that, or do you think it doesn't have to be?
No, it doesn't have to be. I actually disagree. You put yourself in thinking and doing therefore that it's a lonely process, but you're sitting with people next to you, having you around all the time.
That's good to know.
Yeah, and
so,
like other friends, and the barrier is, do you get along with these people? And if not, find someone you get along. Just try, because at first I was trying because I was sociable, and second I was like, I knew I was on my own at first, so I was thinking of putting myself in their shoes.
But was it hard for you? Was it hard for you when you first came to Australia to settle in and make new friends and to build a new life here, basically?
Oh, completely. Especially because I didn't speak English back in the day. That much. I mean, I did speak English, sorry, but just not that great. But yeah, it felt lonely the first 6 months. Even I was doing judo, high level in a club. I didn't feel close to those people until further, because we couldn't understand each other, and it takes time in Australia to actually build relationships. So yes, it was a struggle.
Do you think there's a cultural difference as well?
Yes, there's no doubt about that. Which is fine. Just to be aware of it is the point, so that you're not surprised of the differences and you accept them.
If you need to name one highlight, what was the highlight?
The flexibility of the PhD. It's a hard work, but still it's adaptable to who you are. So it could sometimes be negative because you prefer not doing it.
If you have time management issues, a PhD is not good for you.
What's your experience?
My experience.
The best thing. The highlights.
Yeah, it's definitely the lifestyle. I can work according to my own schedule. If I want to work until 10 o'clock in the office, then I still have access to all the facilities and printings, and I think that's very important, that I don't need to follow everybody else's schedule. In a way, I'm only setting my own pace.
Yeah.
So I think it's really about how you manage a project from beginning to end. Like no one is really dictating how you should do it, because there is no one size fits all formula.
No. But it's like input, output. That's for sure the same.
There were times where we had more difficult times in our lives, and where we just think, let's go back to the PhD. The more love that you show your PhD, it's gonna love you back.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your thesis.
I was looking at how business that develop products for the low income in developing countries or making the decision throughout their innovation process. So when they want to develop new products for people that earn $10 a day max, they have to think differently throughout how to design a product, how to develop it, how to manufacture it, how to distribute it, and all those differences was what I studied to come up with a way of developing those products that are more adapted, or more robust, and focusing on the core functionality, the core needs that are required. So instead of having a smartphone with all the games and radio and all that, it's actually cutting short and making something that is required and needed.
So for your research project, you actually went overseas to collect your data. Which country did you go for?
Indonesia.
Indonesia, yeah. And how long were you there for?
2 months.
2 months.
And I loved it.
You loved it?
Yes. So when I went to Indonesia, I was like, new challenge, new things. What can I do there? What is there for me? And I just took everything as I'm here actually to learn, to implement all of this, so it's just part of the game, kind of. Yeah.
Did you learn a bit of Indonesian?
For the 2 months, yeah. At the end, like, I was getting into the taxi, and I didn't speak English anymore in the taxi. I was just speaking Indonesian. If I kept my French hat and my PhD hat, there would be a lot of things you judge. You can judge. You can keep your hat and make you blind. So the thing is to learn, to see, like, to not judge from what you know, but to learn. You see them and don't judge. Just be like,
open.
Okay, that's part of it.
Just have an open mind.
Yeah, because it's so different culture. It comes from such a different history. People come from different background, geographic background as well. Like the islands are rural and urban, and there's so many people as well around. So I'm not sure if I could have done better than them.
To keep an open mind and just non-judgmental.
Yeah, you will learn so much, and plus they opened up to me a lot because I was like, hey, show me, teach me. Yeah, that helped me because then I received that positivity back, and it felt good.
So in general, like, you had a good experience.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. All right, thank you very, very much for a quick chat
Thank
today.
you for listening to me.
Well, I've listened to you for the past,
Thank you.
how many years now? 5, 6 years now, so...
Too long.
Oh no, today's actually Stephanie's last night in Australia, so...
Don't say that, I'm gonna cry on TV.
Oh no, oh, this is YouTube.
Those French are old school.
Oh, you can play this on TV too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so today's actually Stephanie's last night here in Melbourne, so yeah, I think I'm going to miss her very much. And thank you very much for taking the time, although it's like 1:15 a.m. now. Thank you for listening. Okay, see you. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.